Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday Culture Review. We are up and running right on time. There's some other shows that have gone live that are finishing up right now, so I'm sure our audience will build as we get going here. Notifications just going out, et cetera, et cetera. We have a special guest with us today, Connery Kateni from Dragon Multimedia, a comic creator. It's going to be really cool. If you saw the thumbnail, I'm pretty excited to present that work. With that being said, let's get the entire panel on here and let's get started. Of course, immediately to my left is our guest, Connery Kateni from Dragon Multimedia. Did I say that right? Just want to make sure. Oh, you're muted. I think you're still muted.
Sorry,
no worries.
New mic.
Yeah, I understand. I do.
Yeah,
I do that
you
all the
said
time.
it absolutely fine.
Okay,
Happy
all
to
right.
be here.
Beautiful. Great. And we'll get deeper into your intro in just a minute. Next to him, of course, is Mad Mardigan. We also have Shellbach, TJC, our good friend and talented story creator, Storyman Jack, who, man, he was busy this week, put together a bunch of stories. He's still muted. And then we have Machiny Draws, also known as Machiny90, one of my longest friends here on YouTube. One of the people that I aspire to be, because I can't draw. So when I see people that can draw, it blows my mind. Very talented artists. And of course, everybody's going to do their intros in just a second. But I do want to say this. Thank you all for being here. If you're watching this on the replay, be sure to hit the like, throw down the comments, do all of those things, because traction on YouTube right now, a lot of channels are losing it. And it has to do with the recommendation algorithm. So do be sure to comment on this stream. If you're watching it on the replay, make sure you hit the like button, share it out if you so choose now, or when you're watching it on the replay. Other than that, let's go into a deeper introduction. We have our early 20 seconds. Our first guest here is Connery. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell people a little bit about yourself, and we'll get into you after our first story. All right.
Hi, everyone. My name is Connery Kateni, and I'm actually a 19-year-old independent project lead, and I'm the CEO and only person who works with my own brand called Dragon Multimedia LLC. And what I do is I do a lot of projects, and I've done projects like short films, short series. Like recently I've done Oscar Not to Be Born for Studio PLKS. And I'm actually working on my first solo project. Well, solo as I'm the main lead and I'm in charge of mostly everything, called Shift, which we'll get into later on. And I'm very happy to be here.
All right. Well, we're glad that you're here. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, I was impressed with your artwork. I think I've said as much privately, so I'm pretty stoked to get a look at your book when it's finished. I'm going to definitely back it. Here's our buddy Mad Mardigan, who's making all kinds of disapproving faces.
A lot of things. Oh, starting my stopwatch. First,
stopwatch.
Yeah, I have it going. Welcome to the Mad and Culture Sunday Review, right? Is that what it's called?
The Sunday Culture Review, but it's fine.
Mad and Culture Sunday Review. Street Smarts Saturday. Shit, man, that 20 seconds is quick. Street Smarts Saturday and Sunday. Nope, Saturday and Wednesday, 3 p.m. Central. Done.
Very good. Your outro can be a little longer, man. I don't know. You just chill out. All right, we've got our
go by your rules.
Machiny 90 is here to introduce himself. You should know this guy. He's one of my buddies and very talented. Here we go, Machiny.
Hey everyone, good to see everybody here. I got a stream later on where I will be debuting the new stickers. Plus, I have a little surprise at the very end of the stream. Come check it out. Yes, I am an artist and illustrator myself. These are all handcraft. Oh, these are all made stickers I did of my own designs and such. Of Sonic meets Street Fighter, but definitely check it out because I only got 20 seconds, but we'll see it for the outro.
You're fine. Gosh, you guys are really complaining
You're
about
at 25 now.
You guys are complaining about this 20-second rule. Really bothers them. It's not even a rule. It's like a suggestion. It's like,
it's on the road on the show map, dude. Like that's official. All
right. Well, here's the other really talented person that's on this panel. It's of course our friend Storyman Jack, who is he's a beast of a writer. Anyway, here he is, guys, to tell you a little bit about himself.
I write stories. I put them on YouTube in audio format. All genres, all types. Some are good, some are not so good, but they're all there and they're free. And any comic book writer wants inspiration for a story, they can use anything on there. They just have to give me credit for free.
And time.
Well, there you go. And I appreciate that. And Storyman's one of the best. What I really, Matt, you don't need to keep a clock on everybody, buddy. That's
well, I mean, I've been doing it this long. There's one guy left. Let me finish. By the way, Jack, that was great use of your 20 seconds. You finished like right on the money. Good job.
There you go.
My goodness. And then, of course, is our buddy Shellbach TJC. Looks like your weather's amazing today. Are you getting rained on, my friend?
Overcast.
No, in fact, I was just going to say I'm just happy to be here not getting rained on with this big gray cloud over my head. Yeah. But they look like they're trying to move on. I mean, there's some, the sun shines over there. So,
man.
Yeah.
What an amazing.
What's my time, Martin? What's my time?
Oh, I haven't started yet. He asked you about the weather, so I decided not to start it. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Shellbach.
Well, I'm done now anyway, so.
Okay, maybe this new format's a little rough because obviously Mardigan decides he's going to be like the hall monitor for us all.
Exactly.
As the co-host, it's my responsibility to keep everybody on time.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. I wish you'd have taken those duties more seriously before. Yeah, but. Well, anyway, I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. We got a whole lot of folks. You know what? Let's do it this way, so we're not doing that all over again. And then now I got to shuffle people again. And there we go. All right. So we've got Keely Chow joining us. Of course, Mad and his wrench is here. Dragon Multimedia, who's on the panel. Storyman, Tina Bojan, the ever lovely. Wonderful Tina Bojan is here. Madman Mardigan. All right. Not sure who this is, but I love it.
I don't care for where this is going.
I love it. Have you seen that? Yeah. That avatar is amazing.
I saw this individual pop up in I think Street Smarts yesterday, and I ignored him.
If I could enhance this, I would. Let me tell you. There's Critisable, the big pig daddy in the house. What's going on, my friend? And your avatar is spot on as usual. Our really good friend, the Red Gaze, creator of Sunsworn and so many other things. We love the Gaze here. We are on the Gaze agenda. Quality story writing there. And of course, the artists that are currently working on his book are amazing. Can't wait for that. As a matter of fact, I got a book this week that I'm doing an unboxing on. In fact, if you watch the trailer intro to the show today, you'll get a chance to see that on Wednesday. You can see the unboxing. So I love to do a proper show and tell with things that I get, and I'll be doing a review on this comic as well. So thank you for being here, Gaze. Appreciate your support and good to see you, bud. Mr. Dragon is in the house. Says, hey guys, hey to you, my friend. Ed Brewer is here. What's up, Ed Brewer? Sunday. Jets versus funny cars. Yeah.
I don't care for that icon. That's kind of scary.
I like it.
I don't know what's happening.
You put the faces up on the wall. So I think we're good. Of course, we have the Gay Rascal. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see. I haven't seen you in a bit. With the amazing costume, which is incredible. For a €199 for a Sunday Culture Review rating. Excellent. Well, thank you, my friend. It's so good to see you. Been a long time.
Matt and Culture. By the way, is that Hello Kitty on Batman?
Yeah,
yes.
Isn't that great? That's awesome. Look at how awesome
that is. Awesome.
That's one of the best costumes. I love that icon so very, very much. And of course,
really cool.
He says, "Hello, willkommen, bienvenue, welcome, hail everyone, hail, yeah, hola." Or as we would say in German, Guten Tag.
No.
In Texan, that's howdy.
Howdy.
Talk.
There you go.
And on
Absolutely.
Street Smarts,
Konnichiwa.
it's "Ding dong, ding dong."
No, it's not. No, it's not. You're not going to get me in trouble on my own channel, man. Of course, we have our great friend, your Muslim uncle, saying, hail and good morning, afternoon. Hail to you, and thank you for being here. Peace be with you. Dark Shadow Logan is hanging out, says, hail, everyone. Hail to you, Dark Shadow Logan. Canadian
like that.
Spider-Man is here. Look at this. And we got the wrenches are here. The Gaze is saying, thank you. You know what? Canadian Spider-Man knows me.
Yep.
Bacon. You must have bacon.
That's
I knew that was the
maple.
icon you were pointing at, the bacon.
Yeah, bacon. Bacon. And of course, Daniel Hall's in the house. What's going on, Daniel Hall? Yes, you guys are great. Memes is here. Hey, Memes, what's going on? You know what?
Hey, Memes.
There's a guest we need on this panel.
Absolutely.
Memes seems to be awake from time to time, so we'll reach out to Memes and have him come in here and talk with us about string theory. We'll do loop quantum gravity and a few other things that I know you guys really want to dive into in depth.
I would, because it also covers like the multiverse with each universe being on its individual brain, BRANE, and how they actually will bleed over into each other. I know things.
Yeah, you do. And our good friend Punk Trace with a cool super sticker, a little devil face super sticker. So thank you for that, my friend.
It's very, by the way, it's really kind of suspicious that this is the exact same icon as that imposter.
Eh?
I don't know. I love it though. I'm really excited. I want to say thank you to those of you who showed up early, and those of you watching on the replay. Thanks for being here. Now,
also for the people on the replay, do better with your schedule. Be responsible. Be here for the live show.
Oh, come on, Morgan. Come on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Drew will not be joining us this morning. He had another unfortunate incident with his mother, and so is on the way to the hospital as we speak.
Then.
Yeah, so prayers to our friend Drew, the Supreme Heretic. It's been an ongoing struggle for him and his mom of late, and we pray for the both of them, obviously. If that isn't your bag, just send some positive vibes, good thoughts, whatever your jam is. But on that note, let's stick with the story schedule, right? And on that note, Matt, where are we? What's the next thing? We want to go into story number 1, right?
Well, by the way, I like how you didn't put a time limit on you talking to the chat, but I am proud of you for limiting it as much as you did. Story 1 is another senseless death, fentanyl.
Yep, that's
I'm
right.
guessing it's about the comedians.
Yeah, this has been an absolutely rough go, and for some reason my share is not. Why isn't my share popping up?
Hang on, let me see if this works. Let me see. Maybe this will provide good luck. Let's see. Variant. Will this help? Oh, damn it. I think I just got someone on the stream.
That's so funny. You guys are great. All right. Well, this is working,
luck.
and this is working, and this is working. Let's add this to the stream. There we go. Holy cow. All right. Very good. Yes, comedian Faquan Johnson and 2 others have passed away from fentanyl-laced drugs at a Venice Beach party in California. So
I think we can blame the whole Afghanistan 20-year crap for this.
You think so?
The opium coming out of Afghanistan is it's unbelievable how many millions of tons of opium come out of that place, and we've just been protecting it for 20 years.
I really don't want to bring this up, but this sounds similar to what happened to DMX.
Yeah,
it's interesting, isn't it? Just kind of a weird, a weird thing, right?
By the way, the drug it was laced with was cocaine, which seems weird. Weird combination to me, I guess.
Evidently, apparently, in that drug scene, it's constant that they'll do uppers and downers at the same time to balance themselves out.
What,
man?
Then why don't they like don't do either one and then this balance?
It's like in the 80s, the executives who all did cocaine.
Yeah.
I knew a few people that did that. They were, older. Of course, I was a kid, but they would explain it like when you get too much cocaine, you're
Yeah.
going too hard.
Yeah.
And you have to get drunk or take downers in order to bring yourself back down. So what they did was they started lacing their cocaine with downers.
Yeah. It used to, and or you'd have what's called the devil's salad.
Yeah.
There was a lot of mixtures of stuff that happened back then. It's a shame, but let's get this story because it just broke this morning about 9. So Faquan Johnson, a writer for the TV series Comedy Parlor Live, has passed away along with 2 other unidentified victims after apparently overdosing on fentanyl-laced cocaine in Venice Beach, California, at a party on Friday. TMZ reported the other 2 victims were pronounced dead at the scene. Kate Quigley, a comedian and the ex-girlfriend of Darius Rucker, that's a bummer, was in a Los Angeles hospital after 3 others were hospitalized in serious condition. So apparently they stamped on it a little too hard, right? And that's just horrible. But the other victims, the other 2 victims, have not been identified as of yet by the medical examiner. The synthetic painkiller fentanyl has been showing up on the party circuit on both coasts of the U.S. It's been showing up everywhere for a long time. I mean, I don't want to point towards some of the other people of note recently passed away that had some issues that arose out of their passing, but the powerful Doug has been implicated in the deaths of Prince, Mac Miller, and Tom Petty, among others. Man, that's awful.
Fentanyl is a very sorry, I'll let you finish it.
No, go ahead, Matt.
Well, I was just gonna say fentanyl. It's hard to it doesn't take much to really do harm. I know there's been numerous cases where cops were handling it without any without gloves or anything, and it gets into their it goes. Yeah. When I was in the hospital at BAMC, they gave me fentanyl pops. It's like a lollipop, but it's fentanyl. You rub it on the inside of your cheek, and then that's how you absorb it. But they made me sick, so I took them back. And it was like the Wild West of healthcare for us at that point. But they just gave me a large a large brown bag, paper bag, filled with these fentanyl pops like it was nothing. But I didn't like them. They made me sick, so I gave them back. But that stuff is strong.
Yeah. All it takes is a little bitty, like a microscopic amount to kill somebody.
I did not realize that was the cause of Prince's and Mac Miller's death, because I heard it was very similar to it. So
addiction is a terrible thing, no matter what, no matter who it is.
Yeah, It doesn't matter. I mean, we've been losing people left and right on a regular. Anyway, I just thought
talented people,
another
amazing people.
Loss. It was pretty bad.
I was on. Yeah. They had me on Percocet, Dilaudid, which is like heroin. And like 1 or 2 other things, but my stepmother, who was my non-medical attendant, she was actually a nurse, but not like a super nurse. Like, she was in charge of all the nurses in the DFW hospital, whatever it was. But what she did was she gave me the bare minimum amount to help with the pain, because she didn't want that to happen to me. With the is it Dilaudid? Wait, which one is that they give heroin addicts?
It's
I forgot the name of it, man. Anyway, I forgot what it's called. Somebody in the chat can do it, but they give it.
It is Dilaudid.
It is Dilaudid. Yeah. I was down to a quarter of a pill of Dilaudid, and when I ran out, I was done. Like, for 2 days, I felt like Leonardo DiCaprio on Basketball Diaries. I go back to the doctor, and he's like, "Oh, hey, looks like you're out. Go ahead and give it." I'm like, "No more. I'm off of it. What are you doing?" They would. And at the BAMC, at the barracks, all the guys would get together and they would do pill parties where people would just exchange pills. I never went to these, but they would exchange pills. Man, it was crazy. They had to clean it up.
Walter, put Matt in front of he's talking.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
My understanding is that when you get burned, that opium really takes the heat out of the burn, so that's why they use it. But I mean, like, my first wife was addicted to opioids. She actually got fired from her nursing career because she stole morphine from the hospital. She was a neonatal intensive care nurse, and they can only give so much to those babies, and then they're supposed to throw the rest away, but they were shooting it up. Almost all of them were. And she got addicted to it because she burned herself severely and had to spend 6 weeks on that stuff, and she couldn't kick it after that. It's a terrible thing. Terrible.
I honestly was just, lucky or blessed or whatever to have my stepmom have, you know what I mean? And I was not a happy camper during this point at all. So she's having to deal, with me and my, because I mean there was just a lot, going on at that time. And so I was lucky to have her to be able, even with that though, that Dilaudid or whatever, man, like it was a bad run with it. But
Hey guys, I might have to go here.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
We got
Thanks
kids showing up, and I don't want to interrupt the stream.
Yeah, no, just say thanks and see you, and thanks. I appreciate your time, my friend. And guys, check out Storyman Jack.
I was glad to be able to participate this week.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, man. Love you. And guys, support Storyman Jack on his channel. Have a good one, Jack. Take it easy,
Thank
brother.
you,
Jack.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you, Jack. Much love.
Oh, wow. Then you know what, Connery? We haven't had an opportunity. If you don't have anything to say on this subject, it's perfectly fine. If you feel like you want to offer
I
something.
waited until the end because there was a lot that I wanted to go over because it's something
cool.
that you might not have realized.
Yeah.
So if you have no idea, it's the reason why I was making certain faces with the news.
Yeah.
And if you have no idea, here's a little story. So basically, years ago, it was around 2016, and I was driving home it was my first year in high school. And we had to get the news that we had to go to Canada. And we were like, okay. I was like, okay, what's going on? And it was during that car ride with my dad that I found out the news. My cousin Jonathan had passed away due to a drug overdose.
Wow.
And it was basically after that I opened myself to what happened with Jonathan, because little did I know that he was taking drugs, and even after we thought it was off, he was still taking them, and he died of an overdose.
Wow. That's
awful. It was so
man.
bad. He collapsed so the door broke, and it was.
That's just terrible. Yeah, look, and there's a lot of comments in the chat right now that are, that conversation, memes of destruction points out he's lost friends to fentanyl, friends and family happens from time to time. That's one of those things you're just never prepared for. You have a lot of people. This has been going on for a long time. The combination of uppers and downers. All the way back to Elvis's time. It's just hard. I mean, Punk Tracy says opioids are just very dangerous. That's an understatement. Especially if you're taking something that's not prescribed, you need to have all that stuff, and it's rough. I mean, and this is a tough subject to cover, first thing out the gate, but we oftentimes end up in that situation. So thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate that.
It's no problem.
Yeah, I do want to acknowledge that we have a few folks here in the chat. Lorena's hanging out with us, and of course, she's got her amazing show tonight. Welcome to Florida. That one's just incredible. We get to do some Florida man stories tonight, so do check that out. If you want a good laugh for about 45 minutes, that show's worth it. The entire rest of the show is incredibly informative. Lorena runs a great program, and I'm very privileged to get to hang out with her regularly. Your Muslim uncle is driving. He sends prayers to Drew, our friend Supreme Heretic. And he's struggling with similar things going on in his family as well. So prayers to all of you. You guys have all of my prayers. You guys don't even know. Judicon's here. Good to see you, my friend. Apparently, at some point in time, I'm not sure if this Taliban shut down Poppy as while they were in power for the first time. Wonder if they'll do it again. It's quite possible. I don't know, and I can't speak to that with any authority. So hopefully at some point in the future we'll be able to get more depth on all of this from your Muslim uncle. I am very interested in what your icon means, my friend. Our good friend, the Gilkman, just says hi. Painkiller addiction is real, absolutely, Lorena Creel, and it's a hard thing to do. We've just said goodbye to Jack, unfortunately. The Gay Rascal says, I watched so many people becoming addicted. Many eventually died, including my ex. Yeah, I mean, friends and family lost to those kinds of issues. It's hard. I have a lot of stories to tell when I'm ready to let people a little farther into my background, and you'll understand why I'm really not a big fan of any kind of drugs, legal or not. So, Arwen Avalon is here. Good to see you. She was the honored guest at the 1-year anniversary with Lorena Creel on her stream for the 1-year anniversary of the show, The Lunch Table. So that was pretty cool. Hopefully, you guys got a chance to swing by there.
Methadone. It was methadone. Sorry,
yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, no,
I was on Dilaudid as well, but
but methadone is what they wean people off of bad things with, right?
Yeah,
that's the whole concept. Methadone clinics, right?
Thank you, Muslim uncle.
Let's see. There are companies that are involved in these dangerous opioids that are also involved in the production of other things. So, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things. And yeah, of course, your Muslim uncle knew it was methadone, and that was brilliant. So thank you.
Yeah, that was really bugging me because I knew I was on Dilaudid, but I was like, that's not the thing I'm talking about. That's not the one that really put the hooks in.
Yeah, of course, we have our friend Rogue Disney here, who's probably living his best Disney life during the course of a house remodel, which I know can be a chore, dealing with the electricians yesterday, I believe. But moving on from there, guys, let's move into a happier thing. Let's move into this man's project. We have, of course, wow. Well, you know what? I'm going to let you introduce your project. I'm going to hit the share right now, and you promote away, my friend. Promote away.
Sure. So if you have no idea, this is the first major project that I'm fully project lead on. It's basically fully my direction. Previous projects I have done writing. I've also done outlining, which I also did the outlining for this one, but obviously for this one, it's a team project. And this is a comic called Shift. Now, Shift is a action-adventure comic series. Issue 1 is launching on Indiegogo, and so it revolves around shapeshifters, and the idea is that they go to a different world, and this is shortly after that event, and basically chaos ensues. The first issue is mainly about Sunny, and adventure always comes crashing, and Sunny learns this the hard way. Unexpectedly attacked out of work, Sunny must quickly shift into the hero she always wanted to be. But is she fully prepared for what's to come? Find out in Shift issue 1.
All right. That sounds good. And it was a great plug. So tell us about your artists. You said these are some people that haven't gotten a lot of notoriety.
Yes. It is with the one you see on the right, it's a duo of Ringo, who is a Sonic fan artist who's also been featured in some comics, but this is his first major one. We also have his colorist, Laura Adams, which they helped out on fan comics stuff. The one you see below is by guest artist Vadu, which she's doing the cover C. Yeah, the cover C variant is, which if you have no idea, this cover B and C. Cover B is the Vadu variant, while cover C is another variant by Ringo. We also have Michael Odin involved helping out with writing, and he helped make the campaign, as you see.
Wow.
And he's been great help. He helped out with a lot of stuff. He fine-tuned the story. He also helped out with, especially some creative decisions.
I noticed that one of his credits was Elysian Fields. So does that mean he worked with Mr. H?
Yes, I believe so. Because Elysian Fields is his comic.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, he was a major help.
This is beautiful. How many pages is this book?
28 to 32, and then there's also a special edition. Now,
awesome.
The one you see on the right is actually a mini comic. This one, I mentioned that it was multiple artists. So I already mentioned Ringo, Laura, and Badu, but this one on the right, you missed it.
Oh, I missed it right here.
Up, a little down. That one is actually a mini comic called Endless Possibilities, which,
Okay.
yes, it is a Sonic reference. The title is absolutely a reference. and
That's
it knows
cool.
it. And this one's actually done by Brandon Zarla, and I completely wrote the script for this one.
That's awesome.
And the idea is, obviously, it's a little end comic, little goofy, mainly about two werewolves and a bat running a potion shop. It's
That's
as simple
awesome.
as it gets, and chaos ensues.
Yeah, and we've got all of the mods dropping the link in the chat, including my buddy Red Gaze. Thank you, my friend.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, the Gaze. Look at this main book here. I mean, we have so many talented writers and artists in our group. I'm overwhelmed. That's a beautiful. Look at that wraparound variant, guys.
Yep,
That's beautiful.
This one's actually done by Ringo and Laura.
Jeez.
The one you saw above was the work in progress variant of the cover B variant.
Yeah,
which was the black and white one. It was a mailing list thing where if people really want it, we'll bring it back. But as of right now, we're limiting it to the mailing list, and that ship sailed.
No, it's beautiful. The art's incredible. Look at this T-shirt. You guys are offering shirts, a plushie. Look at the plushie.
Yep, this one's just a 3D model and not a replica. But nice thing is, Stuffed Animal Pros, who we partnered with, gave us the model, and they've done great work.
That's awesome. So you got some goals here.
Yep, this is only after we get funded, obviously, because obviously being our first, we're not going too into things. We're not going to be bullish and try asking for way too much as of right now.
Right.
Because again,
well,
I've supported a lot of projects that they got a lot more than us already within a short amount of days. But again, they earned it. They didn't just run into things.
Right. No, and that's the thing. And I like your path on promotion and everything else. Can I run your trailer, or do you want to do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get up here. We'll run the trailer, and we'll go from there. So let me make this full screen. Let me hit the trailer button.
Shapeshifters.
There it is.
I have no doubt you heard of them. Everyone has at one point. Werewolves, vampires, the million variations we have yet to discover. The idea of living alongside those creatures is fascinating. But what if you are young? My name is Sunny, and I am a shifter.
Wow, I love it, man. That looks great, and I like that logo. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. All right. Okay. Well, there you go, guys. It's Shift, the comic project here by Connor A. Cateni from Dragon Multimedia. It looks like he has some talented artists and some additional writers. Plus, the book looks pretty good. Probably going to earn a spot on my to buy list on Indiegogo. I do like the back comic projects that I'm interested in. Sounds like it's a pretty interesting story. Again, the link is out there in the chat. Thank you, Red Gaze, for that. Be sure to check this out on Indiegogo. All right, let's move into our second story, which means I have to bring up, I have to bring up the second story. And it's, of course, going to be the thing that, most people are going to want to talk about starting next week, which is this. Shang-Chi is a superhero movie moving toward 90 million record-breaking Labor Day weekend. Do we think that this is an interesting way to phrase things?
I was about to say I love the framing of it.
Yeah.
With the Labor Day record that hasn't been beaten in, what was it, 20 years, 30 years, something like that?
07 was Halloween.
Oh, 07, yeah.
Yeah, the new Halloween. Yeah.
That's
the thing.
Yeah. I mean, you have to consider how long. I mean, nobody really likes to put up. There's some
spin in this.
Yeah, there's a lot of spin in it. 90 million's all over what
Is it
the projected.
international or
No.
domestic?
They're what they're doing is they're looking at the best possible expectation projection for the end of Sunday. That's what they're looking at right here.
Oh, wow, that's
Most
even worse than I
people put
thought.
this in the 80s in the 4-day, and it's another number. If you look at just a regular 3-day weekend, it's it would be like 71 million or something. But we'll get into it. It's in the story. So let me do this super fast. I'll burn through this as quickly as possible, and then we will.
Is this a worldwide?
No, the global.
Speculation.
No, the global's going to be like 145, 147, somewhere
Well,
in there.
that's
But
way too high. No way.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, let's get to
I
it.
agree.
Let's
Totally
get it.
agree.
Let's get to it. So, who says people don't go to the movies over Labor Day weekend, and who says American audiences are hesitant about going to the movies right now? Hollywood, it's time to rethink your game plan about theatrical release schedule, and it doesn't look like this is garbage because there's only 2 places where you have to present any like stuff that you actually got the thing before going to a movie theater, right? So essentially, I mean, this is a lot of framing up front, but again, that's part of the new.
They
new
literally
state.
don't ask. They
Yeah.
never ask for.
Yeah. So anyway, so continue the exercise at a theater. Okay, I'll read this. Shanghai and the Legend of the Ten Rings as Disney continued to exercise theatrical window. Post Free Guy taking their latest Marvel Cinematic Universe title to the best 3-day of the crisis with 71.4. So right in that number. So 71.4 on a 3-day. That's where they figure this thing is going to shake out, which is pretty good. Adjusted for inflation, it just barely beats Halloween. That obviously was in this spot before. Again, adjust for inflation.
Here's the problem.
Mhm.
The thing is, yes, people are seeing it, but the problem is it's not enough.
Well,
Because again, there's a very big lack of interest. Like,
well, you're not wrong. There's. Let's start out with this, and I'll put this to you right now, Connery. This film needs to overcome almost $300 million in negative, right? And because the expense of the production of the film, with the budget, the advertising, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah. So go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to frame it a little bit better.
the thing is, there's been a lack of interest in a while. Because here's the thing that people don't realize. Did anyone see those Disney Plus shows?
Yes.
Yeah, some people did.
That's what's been killing it lately. Because it seems like ever since those 3 shows came out, the interest plummeted more than it already was.
You know what? I honestly didn't even think of it in that sense.
Because here's why. There's an oversaturation. The lack of care from before is starting to grow. I was chatting with my friend who's a normie, and he was just honest with me. He thought the first one, WandaVision, was boring. The second one was terrible. And the third one, Loki, he just didn't care to watch.
I think that's part. By the way, I don't know who you guys is referring to because I did not predict any amount.
It would be me specifically, and Ed, you're not wrong. I honestly thought 42. You know, I was willing to give it a little higher than that, and yeah, you're right. But it's okay. I don't mind being wrong.
I said 30. I said 30 to 55 million.
I think both of you are right. I think the rest of us, because Disney, doing that Captain Marvel thing. What I was going to say was I think the drop happened after Endgame. Endgame was the cap to the MCU, and I think it's really hard to get people to be brought back in. Not only brought back in, but on a different platform in a different like way to watch the product, right? So you're going from like this the theater release to now it's on Disney Plus. So it's you know what I mean? Like I think that drop was it was a natural drop after Endgame. However, the quality was so poor it didn't draw anybody in because anybody that saw it and it was honest was like, oh no, that was bad. So I think I also don't believe in like superhero fatigue. That's ridiculous.
There's absolutely fatigue. Here's the thing that you might not realize.
Well, real quick, I don't believe in the fatigue because if you continuously make good product in high quality, people will see it. People don't stop going to see good movies just because it has, it's in whatever genre. It's because like the quality drops, and that's when the fatigue sets in. Because like with Star Wars, when did the fatigue set in? I don't know, when Disney started making those movies.
Again, here's the issue. While yes, you do have a good point, the thing is, there's something called too much of a good thing. And the problem is, if you overproduce the good thing, the fatigue starts to come in. It's why people were starting to get kind of sick of the MCU a little before Endgame. And then, once the Endgame hit, most people dropped. Because everything since then has been pretty mixed.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see Far From Home until way later. I didn't see Black Widow until way later. And I didn't even go to see Shang-Chi. I just did not care to.
A lot of people have had varying types of fatigue. There's no doubt about it. But here's an interesting thing. Rogue Disney said, and this is anecdotal, that he was surprised by the number of kids he saw Saturday with Shang-Chi merchandise, mainly the weapons at Epcot. That is a surprise.
Well, here's the thing. How many were given for free?
Don't know. Can't answer that question.
Because they usually do those things.
I haven't seen a lot of things outside of normal events where that kind of thing happens, but Vertical Horizon says Disney is all about optics, so they'll never let what would normally be a flop be a massive flop. Okay. Apex is going to go see the film. I saw it. I have thoughts. You can see my spoiler-free thoughts tomorrow in my video that I do about the film itself.
Do you have a preview for it? Can you drop a little tidbit for us?
Here's the nugget. It's not a bad film. That's what I want to say. That's my nugget. Yeah.
I guess you just gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry. My brother's a normie, and he has done too much to watch. Didn't care anymore. There you go. We have a Punk Tracy. In my opinion, What If is the best Marvel Disney Plus show. There's one episode that I heard was good. But yeah, I mean, if that's your opinion, man, that's cool.
It's not a high bar based on, especially after Loki. That bar is sitting pretty low. For being the best.
I think we're gonna see a lot of super monster kinds of things in the 2020s. I think you're gonna see, as you start to see more live action stuff with full size, like, I don't know, robots. I mean, Gundam, anyone? I think you're gonna start to see a really kind of a shift towards the more popular properties right now, which of course are manga and anime, which is kind of the thing.
Hollywood even survives, because again,
we'll see.
It will survive. It's too big to fail.
Yeah. John Carter disagrees. John Carter was a massive flop.
But a good movie. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed John Carter. You should give it another look.
All right. Tina says, no fatigue here. I'm still loving Disney Plus shows and all the other things MCU. Is everything stellar? No. But there are still lots to love from my family. Absolutely, Tina. And that's why I always say I'm not going to yuck your yum. I'm not. If you like certain things that I don't think are great, that's fine. I mean, we have a lot of people like Mad Mardigan who like the Dallas Cowboys, and that's
yuck your yum.
Yeah.
How do you spell that? Yuck your yum.
Y-U-C-K.
Yeah, I got that part.
Y-U-M.
Oh, yum. I didn't. Yum. Yuck. Yeah. Yum. I'm writing that one down.
Okay. All right.
That's a new thing I got.
All right. Parrot Head is let's see. Is that, I can't read the icons.
Mouse music, dragon music. Mouse music, dragon.
Excellent.
You know what? Dragon sound for eternity.
There you go. The Big Pig Daddy says, waiting for Disney Plus when it's free. A lot of people are, because this is only a 45-day theatrical halt before it's going to waddle over to the digital side. So
nothing is like driving me to go see that movie. Like Black Widow, okay, I rented it on Disney Plus because one, it was there, and two, because I wanted to be able to talk about it on YouTube. I have no interest of I don't feel the same need to go out and see this movie to keep up with conversation about the movie, because I don't think I feel like there's not a lot in it to even talk about.
I don't think they were given, at least the family I talked to were from Jersey. The kid was 7 and was into karate. Well, that makes sense. By the way, the China Pavilion is going to be laden with a lot of this stuff, which is kind of in irony considering China is not going to let this film release in there at all. Hey, what's going on, TZ Canadian? I think that's Tasmanian Canadian. I need a correction on that. Dancing squirrels and dragons. Well, there you go.
Dragons.
Oh, Scott Jennings is here. What's up, Scott? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for all your support of here. And of course, now we're 45 minutes in. I can say Dick's Division. Thank you for that. Yeah, Bruce says I got no desire to see it.
Yep.
Thank you for promoting this. Dude, Red Gaze is on top of it. I love it. Appreciate everything he does. Yeah, Sander Hammerslag. Yes, China. China has none interest in this film. And they didn't have any interest in Black Widow either. And they don't have any interest in the Eternals.
I mean, you can't blame them.
I tell you what. Will we know what really is going on if, and this is a big if they elect to release Eternals on time, if they don't push it, if they push Eternals, we're going to know that there was some shenanigans behind the scene here with this film. I think.
I think they're gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I think they probably will end up pushing it. But it's gonna. I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't know how much that would reveal about Shang-Chi.
You don't think so?
No, because like even if like so if it does bad at the box office, which it looks like it's going to, they're gonna push it back because like, okay, like, this is not a good idea, right?
Yeah.
If like they put their hands in to at least make it respectable, like put it to a level to where they can blame it purely on like the situation that we're in. If they can put all the blame on that rather than people not liking it by lifting that money up a little bit, I still think that they're going to push it back. I think that there's really no scenario I see happening where Eternals comes out on time.
It's interesting. I don't know that I agree. Mocking hasn't said a lot on this, but I do want to acknowledge Darius Munchausen's super sticker. Thank you for the box of popcorn, my friend. I appreciate that. Do you have anything to say, Mock, on this at all? With this?
Hey, Lindsay.
I guess
Marketing?
Chip took him out because it's kind of like a Sonic project, so I think the spot might have been taken. Oops.
No worries there. Of course, Shellbach.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. We'll come back to you. Shellbach, do you have any thoughts on the Shang-Chi stuff or any of the news around it, my friend?
Not really. I mean, from what I heard on, I think that was when I was watching FNT, a couple people were saying that, the movie's more about Shang-Chi's sister and her girlfriend than it is him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
as it should be.
Who wants to see that?
Oh, so like I don't. I do not care for. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't get that. I've seen the film. My takeaway was it was 100% focused on identity. What are your thoughts around any of these things, Makani?
So other than what everybody you guys have pretty much said, I mean, it's I just don't see it being that big film that they want it to be. It's not. It's and if all intents and purposes, this film is going to be forgettable. Mm-hmm. We're going to forget this film that even existed, and this is almost a precursor to what to expect coming in the fall because we have the Eternals. And if Shang-Chi's box office numbers is anything to be described, the Eternals are not going to do well. I'm sorry, it's just not. I do not see a positive box office outlook for the Eternals.
I don't either, regardless of what this one does.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, and like we said before, no matter how well it does this Labor Day weekend, Shang-Chi is going to get a guaranteed, and you said it, I think 67% drop second weekend.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see that 65 to nearly 70% fall on the second weekend. I mean, that's just it's baked in right now to the box office. Everybody who wants to see something is seeing it the first weekend, whether it be released in the theaters or it's available digitally. That's why those numbers are bigger. There's too many entertainment options, and this is something Hollywood just going to have to come to deal with. Did you guys see any of the college football games and how packed they were?
I saw that. I saw that Virginia
Jeremy was,
game.
Jeremy was. I think Jeremy was showing that on Sports Wars. This morning. But it's very packed. Everybody's looking forward to the college football season, and even the NFL season, which will be next week.
Yeah,
Thursday,
some people.
Me
Thursday.
Did you? Yep. Oh man, Laurel Collins, our right tackle. He has the vid, so we're not gonna have him on Thursday. That's so bad. Anyway, by the way, did y'all see the Virginia game when with the Inner Sandman? Like the stadium just rocking, man. It was packed. There wasn't an empty seat in the stadium. It was an awesome video, dude. You really check it out.
There was a lot. The Texas game, that was incredible. The stuff that was happening between the Michigan State Ohio State game was crazy banana bonkers.
Yeah. By the way, on the Eternals, I do want to say one thing. I thought that the last trailer they put out was just far better than what the first one was, and I had to keep I'm like, oh no, man, don't enjoy this trailer. Don't. Oh, that's kind of cool, but no. It was quite the conundrum.
That's weird because I mean I have a trailer. Yeah, but I always have and this is just me, guys. I have a reaction to a trailer. The same way I always have. Like, I'm going to be like, oh, that looks really good. That's a great scene. If they would not let people, if they would tell people you can't talk, it would help things. Like, I had this huge excitement built in for Dune, right? I was like super pumped for this film. And then the director opened their mouth and put not just one foot, but both feet in it, talking about this, this racial craptasticness that doesn't actually exist. So it's very, very frustrating. And here's, and let me just, I want to say something about this before we get into the other part of this story, because there's another headline that's the same stuff. And that is, there needs to be a proper G.I. Joe Origins movie. I don't know about Quick Kick,
I have no idea who that is.
But I do think that they really did a disservice to Snake Eyes, and it showed. It showed in the box office. They didn't appeal to anybody. You remember, G.I. Joe animated series was for toy promotion and stuff like that. This world of toys, and you could definitely take that into a more adult thing because you want to connect with the adults that like the cartoon. Except you didn't make the Snake Eyes movie about that. You made it about something else entirely. Again, this is identitarianism, and you were shoving identity down people's throats. And what's more, with Snake Eyes, you didn't lean into his original identity, which essentially destroyed the character.
Yeah, it's worth noting that I don't trust, I would say E1, because they're now Hasbro can't figure out a name for a brand. Like, seriously, they went through like multiple studio names already, and they're already at their last one already after literally less than a year or two. And they buy it out. So I don't really trust them because they're just tone deaf. I mean, they went from G4 to G5 MLP, and they already ruined literally all the success they got.
Yeah.
Culture, you know me in my problem with buying things like Madden, and I do the same thing when I see movies that are available on like VOD or whatever that are still in theater. They get me, they hook me, right? And I will, even though I know if I wait 2 weeks it'll be $5, but I do it anyways, except for Snake Eyes. And I think that for me that says a lot about the excitement that I had for that movie, because
you're like, no thank you.
Yeah, I easily just went past it. I'm like, No, why even? Now, Green Knight, that one is still tempting me.
Oh,
but
it
I
is.
don't.
It's tempting me too, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
I'm
But
trying
here's
to
the
stay strong.
But it's this thing, and I mean, it's funny because I have told you for the last 2
Bless you.
years. Yes, bless you,
Thank you.
Makini. I've told you for the last 2 years not to buy Madden, and you still do it.
Why?
Still do it
Because I have a problem.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
why.
Well, this and I just want to say this. Thank you very much, Sandra Hammerslag, for the super sticker. This is a €1.49 super sticker. I appreciate it. It is a box of popcorn. Thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate it. All your support. You guys are the best. And this is it. Part of their culture. The people are disposable in that particular country in a lot of different ways. A 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6-day a week work schedule is not humane.
Before you go to the next one, can I say that I'm going to say one thing about Madden, okay? And this upsets me so much, right? Whenever you're in franchise, right, and you have practice, if the practice is like, oh, we're going to practice tackling, right? You don't do it. It just rolls around the stadium, and then you have to shut the game down and start it back up, right? And that glitch has been in this game for 3 years now. For 3 years, the exact same glitch has been in the game for 3 years, maybe more. I just remember specifically from the 2 prior games, and when I saw that, I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man.
You're not wrong, Matt, and that's again why I keep saying what.
Don't buy the game.
That's right. There you go.
I didn't buy the highest tier. I bought the second highest. So.
That's
progress.
So much. Makini, do something with this. Anyway, Lindsay, the cynical geek, says it seems the fellowships are torn on Shang-Chi. I think. Look, I didn't say it. Look, I'm going to say this again. It's not a bad movie. And I'll add something. It's not a good movie.
It's not a bad movie. It's just it's more forgettable. It's just nothing to write home about, basically.
And
it's nothing special.
But that's the problem with all this entertainment. I mean, Mardigan and I were talking about this the other day. Are you gonna go back?
Yeah. Are you even gonna remember it?
But are you gonna go back? Are you gonna go back and watch Loki? No. Are you gonna go back and watch WandaVision? No. Are you gonna go back and watch What If? No. Are you going to go back and watch the Star Wars, short things, Visions? Probably not. Some of the stuff in there really is disconnected from anything that would be associated with Star Wars in reality. Are you going to go back and watch Black Widow? No. Are you going to go back? I mean, that's the problem. We're starting to get this stack of disposable entertainment, right? Which is kind of what they want to sell you. Something new. They're trying to get you out of the habit of appreciating the good things and buying them and hanging on to them. Physical media is a problem because people will buy physical media and hang on to it, and they will only buy the things that they like. If you're constantly churning out just the same spaghetti recipe all the time, then there's nothing to make you feel good about your purchase in the first place. But at the second place, nobody's going out there to, and then compare the good quality thing to something that's completely crap. That's just my opinion. That's my takeaway. I don't know if anybody agrees. I think Mad probably leans a little bit onto that side of things, but I don't know.
For sure. I got distracted by Rogue Disney's last comment because I really want to talk about that. Because it's something like I have.
Let's see. I'm trying to get down.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, dude, that would have been cool. Oh, by the way, there is a Daredevil film on the horizon, I guess, or Disney Plus show possibly.
What is it?
Daredevil.
Oh, it was fine. Too much focus on that.
No, but there's going to be a new Daredevil thing, is my point, dude. Oh, is this the one?
No.
Eyes should have been. No. Okay. Oh, Spirian sent a super sticker. Thanks for the $5 super
Hey,
sticker, Spirian. Good to see you, brother. By the way, Spirian's a good dude. Cool to hang out with. Can't wait to see him again. We got the clapping hands or the high five from our friend Spirian. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Clobbering times. Thank you, buddy. Clobby
exactly.
Been garbage for years.
I know.
Follow if you're not.
Look, everybody, NFL Blitz for the win. Sure.
If you want to follow just the absolute crap storm that Madden keeps putting out each year follow either Soft Drink TV or Ryan Moody 21 on YouTube.
All they had to do, Rogue Disney, all they had to do was to not do what they did with Ultimate Team and make it just a constant spending fest.
Well, a few things. One, this is I'm guessing is hyperbole because, like, yeah, it has certainly changed since creation. In fact, it was very innovative at a time, which I'll get to your next comment.
It was during the PS2 era.
No, well, this is the comment. All right. So, for those that don't know, they prior to 2004, there was
2004. What happened was that
okay,
and because EA were so butthurt over 2K, or at this time Sega and Visual Concepts releasing NFL 2K5 at a much lower price and beating Madden in every way, shape, and form, that they had to secure the NFL license for the next 16 years.
Yeah, that's basically.
They're the only. EA is the only company that is allowed to make a simulation-based NFL game. Yeah. Not a simulation-based football game, a simulation-based game with the NFL license.
Right. So after, because that's basically what I was going to say. So, and what you saw immediately was just it's the same thing if you look at the WWF and the WCW after the Monday Night Wars, right? When WCW got bought out by WWF, what happened? WWF, there's no competition. There's no drive to innovate. And I think we talk about this with movies all the time, but like, why Star Wars? And like Jaws is a great one, right? Bruce, the shark didn't work. That's why they limited how much time the shark is even shown, right? And there's these techniques that have to be developed because of adversity. Adversity will breed innovation, and so will competition, right?
Exactly.
So once they got a hold of the license, and there was like 2K, they kept trying to go. They did a couple of games after that with like all pros, like guys like retired players, and those games are great.
And they're better.
They are still better. There are still elements of those games from way back in 2005 and 2006 that Madden has yet to duplicate. To this day, there's still things that are better about those games. And not to mention that what's even worse than that, Madden will take away features that they have had before.
Exactly.
Wait a few years, and then they'll bring it back like, oh, we're introducing this. Like, oh, you mean this thing that we had way back then? What are you doing right now? And part of the problem, I think, with why the game has dropped so significantly over the past 8 years or so is because they have to use the Frost engine, because EA makes everybody use their engine, and it whatever. It upsets me, man, because NFL 2K was so great. Makes me sad.
Well, it should be. You should be. And there's that. But look, Raj sends us his traditional thumbs up. Thanks for that, Raj. Appreciate you, buddy. At least Ed Brewer says, I am looking forward to Spider-Man.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it at all.
I've heard so many people just kind of like, meh on it.
Yeah, Madden ruined that too. I don't know how, but they did.
I don't know. I thought the second one was very subpar. Like, the problem was the direction they went was a bit wonky. And the third one looks even more wonky. Like, not even just with the time travel. No, not time travel, the dimension hopping stuff. But also some of the way like they train some of the characters just makes me at least very afraid.
I did not like the whole illusion thing. Like, I don't know why that they got away with that. That was so weird to me. To do like it wasn't really there, whatever. It's Madden's fault.
Yeah, and I thought the stuff around Daredevil was really good. They broke it with the hand stuff and Iron Fist. They kind of broke the Netflix universe, because that was something that was like ready to go. Netflix is about to ruin One Piece with live action. I'm holding out a little bit of hope on Cowboy Bebop, but we don't know if Ed's going to be in there. If she's not in there, it's going to be kind of weird.
Again, I just don't care, because again, I don't want to give them the respect, because They clearly don't care. Why should I?
Yeah. Clobby, man, I got to get you on the show sometime, brother. Hologram nunchuck. Wow, I can't read today. Hologram nunchuck is in the house. What's going on? Nanos here says, "Yep, just scream over the guy who was in the middle of a sentence. Hey, I'm not doing that.
No,
Scapegoat. All games are rigged, by the way, like all things nowadays. Yeah. Madden pissed you off when they dumped Create a Team. Yeah. But yeah, Ultimate Team just makes me want to just like throw rocks at EA all day.
I'm better now. Like I used to spend money on that thing, but I'm better now. I have only spent like $3. Hey Kip, check your DMs. I've only spent like $3 because I had like whatever. It doesn't matter. That's all I've spent. I'm not spending anymore.
Culture.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to. Looks like it's about to be time.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get you. Let's promote our friend and the announcement of the day. So let's get you in big boy mode. Boom. Oh, that's not it. That's it.
I just dropped I just shared the. There you go.
There it is.
So, let me turn my. Sorry, wrong one. Let me turn my screen up. I just hit the wrong button.
I'll bring.
There we go.
There it is.
So,
Boom.
The official Series 1 4-pack is live on my Etsy shop. I will drop the link right now. So this is it's a specific link to this one. It's a set of 4. I will be shipping them out as soon as I can, which in this case will probably have to be Tuesday after Labor Day, but still. I'm very happy about this set. And some people are probably waiting for this one, the whole set, to do it. This is part of Series 1. I will be doing a stream tomorrow I will be doing a stream right after this to just showcase more of it. We're going to do some more art as well. And then we're also going to do some more Street Fighter playthrough. But on top of that, I mentioned bonus sticker because you'll be getting the bonus color variation of Amy as Chun-Li to go along with this one. So guys, check it out. Check out the link, especially if you know anybody who's interested. I want to try. I have 8 of these total, and I plan to get these sold out. And yeah, guys, please share it around, especially if you know anybody who's interested. It'll be great appreciation just getting the word out on this one. I love these, and I will ship these out as soon as I can. And stay tuned for my draw stream right after this one. We'll be doing more of it, and I'll be showing these off more. So there you go.
Looks great. All right, guys, be sure to check out the Etsy store. I will be sure to add it to the description. Makini, thanks for joining us today, and I'll be hanging out there, lurking in the background while I do some work. Thanks very much.
Thank you
Makini.
so much.
Awesome,
Thank you so much. It's nice, very nice to meet you, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Hey, it was good seeing you, man. And I promise I'm working on my stick figures so I'm trying to up my skills so I can be on your stream.
Good to hear. All right. Much love, guys. We'll see you later. See you on the stream.
All right. Well, we're quickly running out of time, and go ahead, Shellbach. I'm sorry, brother.
I was gonna say Maki's not a furry, but he likes drawing them.
He does like drawing them, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's kind of something like my artist lingo.
Yeah, dude. And I want to say, look, you guys, if you didn't see the beginning of the stream, we promoted Shift right towards the beginning. Red Gaze has been dropping the links in the chat. Do check out this amazing product from our friend Connery Cateni. Excuse me. I always do that. Add an extra N. From Dragon Multimedia, with just amazing art and content. In fact, it looks like you've got a bunch of books.
So I actually bought this from earlier. If you had no idea, during one of the times when we were mentioning indie comics, I was like, hold on, and then give me a second.
Sure.
Sorry, the puggies love to bark. So the idea was, while you were talking about indie comics, I went over there where I have this thing, and I have a whole bunch of comics. Now, some of them are, obviously, I only have one that's technically not indie, which is obviously the Sonic series, but
Right.
ironically, that's not a lot because it only goes up to technically this volume since I dropped the comic shortly after because that arc, the Zombar arc was terrible, so I
Right.
dropped it. But the rest of it's actually surprisingly a lot of indie stuff. Like I got a lot of stuff. I got Wrath from Scott Keish. He signed it and everything.
Wow.
Very indie. I was actually one of the people who backed the first campaign, which is a very small run. Nightwolf was one of the early ones I backed
Wow.
for indie. This one was a cool one, Ukulele. That one was a decent one. Paradigm Shift, this one, I actually met the author in person recently. Great dude. We might work together.
Holy cow. Nice tobe. That's a big old collection there.
Yep,
Omnibus.
and I got a lot of stuff as well. I got my mascots I got in person with the author. Great dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Alterna. That's Peddlin' Pete.
Yep. Yeah. Pete actually follows me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Great man, by the way. Oswald Chronicles from Arrow collaborator JD Cauldron, which I did a stream with. I got a lot of that one. I also got, here's some you might not have heard of. Forbidden. This one was issue 0. Same event that I actually met JD in person. I actually found out that people who I was on a live stream with who were promoting Forbidden, which they also do their live stream as well. I actually bought issue 0. It was great to see them there. Because the thing was, again, I use a lot of these events not only to go and meet people, but also buy a lot of their work.
Yeah.
I also got Tall Tales, another JD creation with Delphine, who is, I believe, the artist. Again, they usually work on a lot of projects together. I got Nightfall from Ace, which they actually, again, I went on live stream with them, so it was great to see them there. Another product from Ace, I can't.
Yeah,
Salvation.
Salvation. Yeah, we've been, you know, this is part of this great group of people that we have, this fellowship of humans that we go out, we support these incredible independent creators, and there are so many of them, including, you know, folks like the Red Gaze. You have, of course, we have a cadre of them. You know, I mean, I can't even begin to name them. Vinny Art, man, Vinny does incredible books. If you've seen his pirate stuff is just amazing. You know, we've been blessed with these. We've got Nerium Noah.
Trust me, I got a lot of them.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
This one I don't like bringing up because it's Lone Wolf by Graveyard. The reason why I don't like bringing it up was because my friend Piper, who was great with, she helped out with the launch party stream. She has a bad reputation with them because basically Graveyard basically ditched her, threw her into the curb basically after she supported them. So obviously I have a bit of a mixed bag with that because I was like, come on, guys.
Piper cheats at Name That Tune.
You don't know that.
I played against her and named that tune multiple times.
This isn't something to joke about. Come on.
But
she really did some promotion and then Vinny into the curb. Come on.
It happens, and that's why, like I said, I mean, it's good to present your work on as many platforms, locations as you can. Shows like this one and others, and we of course have, you know, Vinny's, you know,
this
Through the Woods.
Actually a recent one.
Yeah. I like Vinny's art, man. His art's legit. Yeah. By the way, I like Piper a lot. He's really cool. But did you mention Mandy yet? Culture?
Oh no, Mandy Summers. She's got incredible books. Are you kidding? Hardcore Pornosaurs on Amazon. She's got, you know, if you're looking for her back issue stuff, you can get it on Stuntman Comics. We've got. I want to promote everybody because I think they're very talented.
For live stream, she never got back to me, but.
No. Listen, I like Mandy a lot, and I would say we're friends. It takes forever for her to respond to anyone.
Yeah, no hard feelings.
No.
But this one was pretty cool because this is a recent one, the Ace.
Yeah. And as we get, no, I appreciate it. That's awesome because, again, independent books are important. We're going to get back to this last item because we need to get ready to close the show down in about 20 minutes or less. So I just want to talk real quickly about Shang-Chi ringing up $140 million in a global bow. Now, this is written by the other, box office focused person at Deadline. And again, these are all very framed articles around these guesses that we had for the box office. Shang-Chi is 140 million, sets the global crisis record in the UK for the international box office. And again, I mean, this is a little bit more respectful of what it says. Refresh for the latest. It looks like it's coming in at 56.2 million overseas for the standard frame, which is the 3-day weekend, and a new Labor Day here in the domestic session for 83.5. So it looks like 139.7 for the worldwide total. If you strip out the Monday's domestic forecast, which would have it at 127.6. Let's see. We have it's in 41 offshore markets, except for China, which is crazy. Overall, it's estimated to do quite well. Its bow is 53% ahead of the Suicide Squad and 29% behind Black Widow, and I believe that it'll stay firmly there. And again, it's going to have a fall off like anything that you can even imagine. They're saying, well, Australia is closed, so it would do better there, and that's quite possible.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, IMAX came in at 132 million worldwide. Internationally, 5.2 on 393 screens in
Yikes,
66
that's
countries.
terrible because, again,
it's very low.
Because IMAX, usually there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Especially, it does make me question these numbers because if that's how many IMAX got, that's not good for the normal one. Because again, it's starting to make me a little suspicious that someone is crunching.
Well, we'll have to see.
I don't want to derail us at all, but I was watching Final Fantasy V, made it 15 minutes into it, and it was like made in like 3D, and I was like, man, I miss 3D. I know it was like it's a thing that happened for a little bit of time, but I'm like, I guess probably because I haven't seen a 3D movie in so long that I forgot how it really is.
TV.
It's like, man, kind of miss them doing that. That was a thing.
Let me tell you a story. So if you have no idea, during this big 3D boom, Miramax is doing a lot of re-releases. So you know how Spy Kids 3, one of the big things was that it was a 3D film?
I've never seen any of them.
For some reason, I don't know who made this decision, but they didn't put the 3D on the same disc.
Yeah.
For the big little trio release, nor did they even include the disc separately. They just forgot it. And then turned out what happened was Miramax did a 3D release later on. However, apparently it was so rare, by the time it's now out of print, it's now like $200 for literally only 2 movies.
Yeah.
That happens, man. Like, wait, what is this saying? 71.4 mil? I thought it was 90.
Okay, again, you gotta read between the lines. There's a lot of tea leaves that you gotta read, right? When it comes to these things, when you're predicting what's going to happen over the course of an opening weekend, and this is going to be what is the term is called in the standard frame. Right?
I love the
standard
first line.
Right.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go now, you guys.
Oh, Connery, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Thanks for promoting your book. Yeah, guys, be sure
to come back on the stream, or if you want to come back on to mine, I'm always happy to.
Absolutely, yeah. And you're got 22 days left on your campaign. You're 1/4 of the way to your first soft goal. Go ahead and promote yourself on the way out.
So, as always, I'm Connor Cateni, Dragon Multimedia. You can find me at facebook.com/DragonMultiLLC, Twitter, Dragon Multi LLC, Twitch, Dragon Multi LLC, YouTube, it's Dragon Multimedia LLC. Picardo, it's also Dragon Multi LLC. We do streams. We're planning on doing some Saturday streams and Tuesday streams. Again, we love indie projects, and
that's not what I meant.
Now, Culture's project.
I didn't mean to do that. That's what I meant to do. There we go.
And we are also currently crowdfunding Shift issue 1. It is on Indiegogo now. We have a limited edition bundle for $65 plus shipping worldwide. Yes, worldwide. We are doing that, where you can get all the editions of the book, including signed ones, limited edition T-shirt, and plush. And there's also tiers for cameos and art pieces, as well as if you want one copy of the book as well. Again, the reason why we need the funding as well, because we definitely need, obviously, some funding to help make sure that all the production costs can be fulfilled without taking any other loans or anything. And again, we're just super happy to be given this opportunity to not only tell our stories, but also bring a lot of great people together that might not have been ever thought of together. And
No, I love it, man. You got a quality book to promote. I appreciate your time today. I know you've got to run. Guys, check out this book. Check it out. It's incredible. The Indiegogo funding mechanism really works for a lot of creators. You end up with a quality piece of material that's carefully delivered to you in most cases, and it's usually incredible stories that you're just not going to find right now in mainstream. So.
But thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, thank you very
See
much,
you, man.
Connery. Take it easy.
Now, how do I ban Yeti?
What? Why would you ban Yeti?
Oh, I like the stream better when that awesome Yeti dude plays Mad.
That's why.
Oh,
how do I ban him?
Where's
the button?
Yeah, there's Yeti.
This is why you'll never be a Mad Barber boy.
That was Connery, by the way, and that was a great project. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention again. We've got, of course, many people that we promote comic wise on this stream. Vinny Tartamella, the pirate books, the Kraken. Dude, I can't say enough positive about it. The Bonds the Drive, can't say enough positive. We have been fortunate, especially here in the Rogue Entertainment group, to have a bunch of talented creators and story creators. So I'm very, very thankful. So
we have a lot of creators in over at Mad Barber Entertainment as well.
Yeah. And then of course, Red Gaze, just doing what Red Gaze does, promoting all kinds of independent comic creators. Thanks, Gaze. You're the best, man. I appreciate you. Let's get back to this last story related to the global box office weirdness. And we have the box office dazzles with a mighty 71.4. I guess the word dazzles is something that Mad Mardigan enjoys somehow for some reason. I think you're getting close to that goal. I think you'll get that goal, my man. But moving from there, we'll read the story real fast. Delivered the sizzle. Wow, it's delivering a sizzle. That struggling movie theaters so desperately needed, debuting at 71.4 in its inaugural weekend. The Marvel Adventure is on pace to rack up an 83.5 million over the 4-day weekend, trumping expectations that had been anticipated to debut between 45 and 50. For no other reason than I think that was probably accurate. The film's 3-day figure is the second best of the global crisis era, falling just behind Black Widow's 80.3 million, edging out Fast 9's 70 million bow. It also marks a record Labor Day, which, of course, the high watermark was 2007's Halloween remake. It pulled in 30.6, more than a decade ago, and at the time, when catastrophic global issues seemed like the stuff of science fiction films. They're really overselling this global crisis thing, aren't they?
Yeah, a little, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're coming back with all very similar numbers to what we saw in Deadline. It's not surprising because guess what? Their own Variety and Deadline are owned by the same media company. So there you are. We'll get some realistic figures on Monday, and we'll talk about them.
I bet they're going to be late.
Yeah.
Seems to happen.
I don't know.
By the way, you're not getting a raise, Yeti. Why, Coach? Why is every time we bring somebody in, like somebody new in, they immediately like, oh, I need a raise?
Yeah. I don't know why. I haven't got one paycheck yet. That producer guy you hired embezzled all our money.
Yeah, but he had funny costumes though, so it was worth it.
It was fine. Apparently, Rogue Entertainment is now equal to the New World Order. The Phantom Menace equals WCW. Thanks. I guess.
I asked him if that makes Mad Barber Entertainment the NWO Wolfpack or DX. I think the answer is the Wolfpack. Too sweet. Wolfpack.
Okay. Well, I do know that these are the numbers as they stand right now. I'm not sure what will wash out based on these real-time numbers, but we'll see. And the Gay Rascal appreciated the adjectives as well, dazzle and sizzle.
Yeah, they stood out.
I feel something sizzling. You guys are the best. Look at all this support here. Triumph. It's a triumph. Get it right. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not a triumph. I saw the film. That's the thing. I mean, everyone wants more cheddar, Mad Mardigan. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keely Chow says the Wolfpack. Okay. All right. So we're caught up on the chat. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is so great. Yes, we moved on from AD to Common Era and then to Pandemic. Yeah, well, we also have to do something for modern audiences. Don't forget that one, the Gay Rascal. Modern audiences. Aquafina in the cast. That's a mineral water, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it's mineral water. Well, maybe it is.
Am I supposed to know who she is?
Not even mineral water.
Yeah, well, you will if you watch my video tomorrow about my thoughts on Shang-Chi. Spoiler free.
Am I in it?
Yeah. You'll actually see a picture of Aquafina. So.
Oh well, if I'm in it, maybe I'll check it out. I don't watch stuff I'm not on.
Glinzer says it's nice to see CT and Mad without a teleporting Bigfoot. Yes, that movie was
so good. Okay, we had different opinions about it. Clearly.
Oops, wrong cheddar. No, you don't want to eat money. There he is back in here. Rumor has it she's a dragon, but has turned to stone and is now human. Wait, did I just misread the script for Ray again? There you go. By the way, you realize that the only film to be released in China since forever ago that Disney's released has been Luca?
How did that do? I have no idea what that is.
Not incredible. It's an animation.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't watch animation.
It's like a little mermaid, boy or something.
Aquafina equals end of water. You guys are awesome. Look at all these numbers, though. These are the numbers from the box office from what they're defining as the global crisis era. Black Widow at the top, Shang-Chi second, Fast 9's third, Quiet Place 4, Jungle Cruise 5 at 35 million. 35 million for a rock project, guys. Godzilla vs. Kong at 31, Space Jam New Legacy at 31. How that happened, don't know. Major manipulation somewhere. The Squad, the S Squad, at 26.2. The Conjuring, which is a horror film, at 24.1. Mortal Kombat 23.3 on a day and date release, by the way. Day and date release. Candyman at 22, horror film. Let's see. Demon Slayer 21.1. Old 16.9. Here's the best one. Wonder Woman 1984 over the Christmas break at 16.7 mil.
Yeah, but that had nothing to do with the movie. It had to do with the what do they call the release when they do it at the same time?
Simultaneous release and or day and date.
Day and date. That's the one I was looking for.
Yeah. Snake Eyes. This is my favorite one. 13.4.
Yeah. Cool. Good job, guys. You've ruined G.I. Joe more so than Marlon Wayans.
Wow, rough. The Gay Rascal once again with a €4.99 super chat. Thank you very much for that. The Gay Rascal. This is the fancy European money. Says this motion picture is approved for modern audiences. Rated MA. Oh, I think that's mature here in the States.
It is. Was he there last night at Sporking? Because is he bringing up modern audiences on purpose? Because we had a pretty good debate about that last night.
It was fun. The modern audiences thing. What?
I won.
The modern audiences thing is really insane. But with that being said, we didn't get to the third item on the subject matter, and that's probably good. Hey, Joaquin Stark, good to see you. Or just like I need a nap. Yeah, the Tenet's not on that list. So
I didn't care for that, man.
I love the film. You're
Did
weird.
you wait? I'm sorry. Did you really?
I've watched it 4 times.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You weren't holy shit. You weren't bothered when he goes in there to meet that lady and he's like, wait, how is any of this possible? I guess it is. Don't worry about it. Lampshade. That didn't bother you any?
Sometimes it's better not to explain things, man. It really is.
Yeah, but you know what's worse is when you go out of your way to acknowledge that there is a fundamental problem with this universe that you've built, that it is broken at a foundational level, and you're just like, yeah, see, we addressed it. I mean, we didn't, explain anything, but
I'm stifling a yawn. I'm stifling a yawn at this point, and I don't want the audience to do the same. We're 90 minutes in. We want to say the outros. I want both of you to get your chance to say good things about yourselves. You have your stopwatch, man?
Yes.
I'm just teasing.
All right.
First up is our buddy Shellbach TJC. Shelly, tell him all about you, brother.
I'm just somewhat on YouTube and Twitter, and I don't really have anything to push right now. I mean, I do a show on Saturdays if I can, and it's about we watch anime, and just purposely dragging this out to see if I get interrupted by Mardigan saying time. Okay, I'm done now.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't going to happen. You know why? Because I was dropping the link to your channel in the chat.
No. Well, I can't see that from here.
I know.
All right.
Worked out.
With that, the guy that's promoting himself.
Yeah. I'm trying to drop my own link to here's Matt's channel. So yeah, we do Streets Mods twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. Central. We had Mary Mayhem on yesterday. I know, but don't worry, it was still a good episode, even though we broke the no women rule. I'm starting a new show called Magic with Mad. I am putting the D back. Well, for the first time, I'm putting the D in Magic. It's gonna be a great, it's gonna be like 15 minutes. I'm going to film me learning a trick, a new magic trick, and then I will be bringing on different YouTubers to perform said trick in front of them. And I am sure that nothing will go wrong. It's all going to work out the way it is supposed to be. And unlike my bespoke videos, right now I have Mary on the schedule, Nick from 32 Flavors of Nick, weird name, I know, and Culture, and I forgot who else. Mary. Anyway, so we'll have that going on. Wednesday, we will not be having Matt and Culture do it live on a stream on Wednesdays. But we will still have Street Smarts with Adam. Tuesday, you can catch me as the co-host of Toxic Tuesdays over at 32 Flavors of Nick's channel. We will be talking about Under Siege, which had a rip throat. Surprised me. Do I have anything else, Culture?
No, I don't care. I do want to say thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are you're the best. We appreciate you all. I can't say it anymore plainly. It's the truth. We wouldn't be here without you. This fellowship is growing all the time in various different ways. Of course, the minute I start to promote myself, StreamYard decides to take a dump. Thank you for that, StreamYard. I do want to promote a book real quick if I can. Obviously by shift, because it's definitely a cool campaign. But we also have our buddy, and I wanted to bring it up because he's been mentioned multiple times, and I didn't get a chance to share the campaign out there. Our buddy Vinny Tardamella and his project Shadow of the Kraken, which is right now in demand on Indiegogo as well. So do check that out. It's absolutely beautiful. You can get multiple covers. This is somebody who's on Project 6, I believe, fulfilled every single one, does so with style and with quality. One-man show, former lead designer for an amazing action figure company, and just a very, very, very talented artist. Look at that. Look at that.
Sorry, I was reading Lindsay's misleading the promotion of our stuff. If you, sorry, I didn't see the ripping on bad movies. I thought it said if you enjoy good movies. Wow, I misread that completely. We need to go. Culture is already passed.
We do. We do. So with that being said, we're 3 minutes behind our normal leaving time. You guys need to head on over to our buddy. Thank you, Red Gaze. Love you, brother. Be sure to head on over to Makini's Draws channel and check out his live draw streams. Check out his store on Etsy for those stickers. And what do you got, man?
Okay, one last thing. On Tuesday, we're starting a new D&D thing at 1:30 Central, 2:30 Eastern. It's going to be Yeti, unfortunately, but I will be there as well. And Shiny FX and somebody called Literature Devil.
Oh, Literature Devil.
Yeah,
Cool.
I hear good things.
That is awesome. Freaking love that guy.
So, and it's going to be a blast because I think Yeti and I have never played. I'm playing now with Mary on Monday, but it's whatever. But so it is going to be a good time.
Yeah,
I am a bard.
You're something. I don't know. Anyway, guys, be sure to just hush. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene.
Wash your ass.
And this is the part that Mad Bardigan likes. Until next time.
Wednesday, Saturday, 3 p.m.
Bye.